Good morning everybody. Today's lesson is on finding the lowest common multiple of two numbers. So could you please write the title and the lowest common multiple of two numbers. That's our aim today, the 25th of June. Alright, now firstly, obviously, you have to know what a multiple is. So a multiple is simply what you get when you multiply. It's the times tables. So multiples of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, all of those are multiples of 5. Multiples of 13, 26, 39, 52, etc. Multiples you get when you multiply. Common means that two numbers have got the same multiple. So for example, 20 is in the 4 times table and the 5 times table and the 2 times table and the 10 times table. So it's common to all of those times tables. So what we're looking at today is, here's your example. What is the lowest common multiple of 15 and 25? So step 1 that we have to follow is to list the multiples of each one. So that's doing their times tables. So the 15 times tables. Well, here's our list. First one is 15, then 30, 45, 60, 75, well done, 90. Now, you may just put some dots on because we don't know how far we have to go before we've got one that's also in the 25 times table. So let's list the 25 times table. 25, 50, 75. I don't need to go to 100. They do carry on, don't they? Because look, I've found one that they have in common. In common, they have 75. So the LCM, the lowest common multiple of 15 and 25, is 75. Yay, that's the answer. So you simply make a list of all the multiples and find which is the lowest one that they have in common. Obviously, if we carry on, there'll be more that we have in common, but we were only asked to find the lowest one. All right, so now you may well ask, what is the point of this? Okay, so the lowest common multiple. You will use it when you are asked to find which is bigger, 2/3 or 3/5. 2/3 is bigger or smaller than 3/5. Now think back to when we were doing fractions earlier in the year. So we need to be able to compare these two, because they're both just a bit past halfway of themselves, aren't they? So we need to have common denominators so that we can compare them. All right, so what is the common number to 1/3 and 1/5? What do they have in common? So the first one that they have in common is 15. So if we make them both be 15ths, that means we've times this one by 5 and this one by 3. So then they are both, 15 is in both of these guys' times tables. So whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do the same thing to the top. So this one will be 10/15. So 10/15 is the same value as 2/3. We have to do the same thing to the bottom and to the top. So we'll have 9/15. And now that they have a common denominator, we can easily see that 10/15 is bigger than 9/15. So we can therefore say that 2/3 is bigger than 3/5. Would you like to see that again with some different numbers? This is excellent. All right. So which is bigger, 7/12 or 5/8? So get that one copied into your book, 7/12 or 5/8. So okay, we need to know what's their common denominator. So this one's a bit harder than 1/3 and 1/5, so we have to count up. The 12 times tables is 12, 24, 36, 48. What about the 8 times tables? Remember this method. we'll list out the multiples. 8, 16, 24. Oh, we've got their lowest common multiple, so we will use that as their common denominator. So we'll go with 24ths. And that's how you use lowest common multiple. 12 we had to double, so we need to do the same to the top. So we have 14 24ths. So this fraction is the same as 14 24ths. Eighths we need to times by 3, so we do the same to the top. So now we can see that 14 24ths is less than 15 24ths, so we use the less than sign because it's the same up above. So now you've got all you need. Get this copied into your book. All you need to be able to do today's My Maths task. Thank you.